Is it water?
It is water.
Well,
It's water.
whatever.
Should have got a couple else.
Totally. So welcome in, boys.
Thanks.
Appreciate
Thanks
you
for having
coming.
us. Happy to be
Wait,
here.
are we live?
We're live.
Oh. We
We're
should
live.
do that introduction a little bit better, though.
Well, I don't think there is a need, but you
No
can
need?
try it again.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
What's up, boys? We're welcoming on the boys from Dishin. We're going to introduce you right now.
Yeah, Matthew Keeler. Yeah.
That's a good intro.
Nick Cavarella.
Ben Madaffrey.
Welcome on, boys.
Yeah, so we thought you'd bring, we're just meeting you for the first time, too, today for the first time. So, I wanted to ask a couple questions just about the logo, about everything, about how you got started, everything. I know you said that you started about how long ago?
Yeah, it's our 8th year, so yeah, it's been a hell of a ride, but a lot has changed with the brand, but a lot more has been kept the same, and it's something that we've been running with ever since 2011 now, so it's something we'll touch on as far as the history and what the brand's kind of evolved into, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far.
So where exactly did it start? The name, the idea of having an apparel company? He's
Benny,
laughing over there. He wants
touch
to
on that,
he
Benny.
wants to
He
see
wants
this.
to-
Yeah,
What?
I mean, I've known Matt since we were probably like 3 years old. Sorry if the curse.
No worries.
All
You're
right.
good.
All right. Yeah, I've known Matt since we were really little, and found one summer, no hockey to play, so shooting hoops in his dad's driveway, and he goes, "You should start like a company, man." I'm like, okay. Start a Twitter page, just do funny tweets during hockey games and stuff, and his mom has this glorious idea that we should make some shirts, so we made like 3 shirts. I think we sold out in maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. We said, okay. And then after that, it just started snowballing, just slowly growing and
Just getting more and more products.
Yeah.
So when you release like a type of style or whatever logo, does that come back, or are you kind of just doing like one-time shipments, or are you restocking anything, or is it all new
especially recently with like the creation stuff? I mean, that got a lot of attention. We bring usually what Matt likes to do is we have multiple designs and color schemes and stuff, and we pick our favorites, just a couple of them to do the initial release. Yeah. And then if people like them, we'll bring them back. We just kind of see what each thing does. It's kind of on a product-to-product basis, I would say.
Yeah. Our biggest thing, too, is like really our mission is we try and create limitless styles and timeless pieces.
Yeah.
So everything that we design, we try and keep it to a limited edition. So, you might find somebody that has something from 2012 or 2014. That's pretty cool because that's, the brand's come a long way since then, and it's something that as we evolve, our design kind of stays the same as far as like a hockey streetwear brand, and it's kind of cool to keep up with the trends and kind of come up with some innovative stuff on our own too. So,
So you started out. You want to go?
I was just gonna ask who designs like all the
I do all the designs.
You design
Yep.
it?
Nice.
Cool.
Yep. So I'm like the creative director.
He's a gifted
guy.
individual.
Yeah.
Made his
Did
debut.
you
Appreciate
draw
it,
everything, or no? You just come up with the ideas of what's
I'm
going to be
not a
on
huge sketch guy. I mean, I'm self-taught in Photoshop and Illustrator, and kind of just, I spend like 4 or 5 hours a day just messing around with designs, whether it's stuff that we scratch or throw in the vault. Nikki's got the key for the vault. So
What's the vault?
The vault is just hundreds and hundreds of designs that we have on tap. That
Designs.
Ideas, concepts.
Yeah, just
whatever.
a lot of
That's
ideas
pretty
and
cool.
content, really. So stuff that we kind of pick and pull
Yeah,
from.
Maddie made his debut in USA Hockey Magazine.
Yeah, they used to have these
draw the player.
Oh, really?
these
Oh, really?
magazines where you
I always try to get in those.
yeah, you know
It's
what it
never
is
good
when you're
enough.
like
We
6
all
years
did,
old.
and then
The draw player?
Yeah, well, you
this
draw
kid
whatever.
gets in them.
Sabres logo, whatever you try to draw.
Martin Brodeur every time.
Yeah, he was my icon. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, we were actually both goalies. We played hockey too growing
Good
up.
stuff.
I
played.
thought there was something funny about
Yeah,
it.
so I started when I was like 3 years old, and
That's awesome.
around like 8 or 9 I transitioned to being goalie. Played like Amherst my whole life, and then I moved on to play North. But
Yeah, I pretty much learned under him
Yeah.
for the majority of it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Gave me his old hand-me-downs and everything.
Yeah.
It was cool
Yeah.
stuff.
We were neighbors. We grew
Yeah.
up like 5 houses down from each other, so we always
Sick.
knew each other.
yeah,
So
that's good stuff.
You guys
Yeah,
played
it's
at a pretty good high school too. Well, North,
Yeah.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You guys had some good years.
Oh yeah, my junior year we went to. I don't know what championship it was, but we lost. It was
sections.
sections.
When I was there, we always lost to Niagara Wheatfield in the sections for
Yeah.
like 3 years in a row.
Yeah,
So
they're good.
they just they had our number. So
Yeah, that's cool.
you
Yeah,
guys
it's a
play
fun
at all or
sport,
no?
man.
They like in high school, and then you
Yeah.
said you were juniors, didn't you?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time playing junior hockey, and that's why I'm going on 24, going to be a 24-year-old junior in college.
Yeah.
So,
So wait, where'd you play?
so I played here in Buffalo for a junior team, and then I ended up moving to Orangeville, Ontario, where I played 2 years there, and then I also went and played in Hudson, New Hampshire for a team called the Northern Cyclones, and then from there I committed to a Division III school called Daniel Webster College.
Mm-hmm.
They are no longer a school. They were bought out by Southern New Hampshire University, so that's just my luck
sucks.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go somewhere and you think that, you're going to be there for 4 years of your college career. And, I was kind of set on going there and just, an unfortunate situation. And then ended up moving back to Buffalo and finally meeting these two guys and doing just Dishin. So
How'd you meet them to come on in this and grow it together?
Do you want me to take over?
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
Yeah, it's your story.
So these guys, when I started playing junior hockey and they started this whole thing, they followed me. And originally the name was Just Dangle. And the name stuck out to me. I really liked the content that they were posting, like loved it. But it would always be like kind of spurts of like, you'd see stuff for like 3 weeks and then it'd kind of go off to like, stuff wouldn't happen for like another 2, and you're like, and I'm like, well, I wonder what happened with those guys, and then a bunch of more content would come out later on, not knowing that these two guys were like in college, doing this high school and stuff like that. So, a couple of years go by. I'm living in New Hampshire. I'll never forget the time this kid added me on Facebook from his personal account. I'm sitting in my billet house in Litchfield, New Hampshire, and this kid adds me Matthew Keeler, and I'm like, and it's. I can't remember if it said like Albion or Buffalo or something like that, but I was like, this kid he looks familiar. I'm gonna
Where's
check
this
it
kid
out.
from?
Yeah, like where's this kid from? Yeah, so I ended up confirming the friendship, and I look on there and I see Just Dangle, and I'm like, what is it with this kid? Like he's starting to favorite my tweets. Now he's adding me on Facebook. Like what's going on? So then a few years went by. I ended up moving back home and hit Matt up, and we chatted quite a bit and wanted to help these guys grow the brand into what it is today. And it's kind of where we're
So
at.
you just
right
had to
now.
stalk him for a bit to get him on the team.
for sure.
Yeah.
I knew we wanted him on the brand, but it took a little bit to get him till he was done playing hockey. But yeah, going back to the sporadic content, like it was tough. Like just coming up through high school and college, like it was really sporadic because I'd get busy with tests and finals, and Ben would have the same, and it was just like we couldn't constantly keep it up, but at the same time we just kept it rolling like through the year. And like one of the biggest advantages with bringing Nick on was just like constant content, like every day. Like Nick pushes content all the time, and that's the biggest thing. Like not only do you want to put out good content but you want it to be high quality content that's going to attract more viewers and more engagement. And
Right.
that's like
It's
the
going to lead to
biggest
more
thing.
sales. It's going to lead to people knowing about your
Yeah.
name. So that's huge.
So that's the biggest thing.
He jumped
Absolutely.
right in too, man. He just first video he showed me kind of sucked, and then
It was
after,
brutal. It was
right
actually
after
brutal.
that, like he knew it, and he just like he's just a hockey player about it. He just put his beak down and just got going. And then you see this like he showed me some stuff last night on FaceTime. I'm like, this is the same kid, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But it's been fun to watch everybody grow and develop and just get better at their craft. That's the biggest thing. So
Especially having this kid in Buffalo now too full time makes it a lot easier on Matt and myself here, because we were kind of doing a lot here in 2018, but 2019 we're we've got some help now.
Yeah, 2019. That's what we've been working for.
Yep.
Really?
Good stuff.
Hell yeah.
So what do you sell, like majority of like hats, hoodies? What do you see going off like the shelves first, or the most popular stuff?
what we try and do is like just come up with unique stuff, like creative stuff. That's our biggest thing. So right now what we have going are joggers. We have an original 6 joggers collection we just came out with. We just debuted the Chicago ones. Our first ones were the Buffalo joggers. So
I saw those were actually on the Sabres story.
oh yeah
And then
the other
I
night
think you guys like screenshotted it and
Yeah.
then put it on your story.
that was
pretty
really neat.
cool.
That was crazy.
I didn't even see that. I didn't notice that at first, and somebody sent it to
that's
us.
cool stuff.
That was
Weird.
dope. Yeah. So
So do you have? So I've always wondered, like, have an apparel company. Is it in one of your guys' house? You have an office space where you have all the. I can just picture because I saw one of the vlogs and I saw like tape everywhere and it's just like kind of a shit show. But
I have a 725 square foot apartment on Main Street across from Shays, and I think 450 square feet of it is just dish and stuff.
it's just covered.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
That's
mean,
a good spot. That's a good location.
it's a really good spot. We have a lot of people
That's
that
nice.
come up and just want to have local deliveries and just check out the stuff. And we kind of have like our own shop, like right in my apartment,
Yeah.
which is pretty neat. But yeah, our goal is to eventually open a shop here within the next 3 to 5 years, I'd say. And not only open a shop, but like a warehouse, kind of like an office space, what you guys are rocking with here. It's super dope. And yeah, it's kind of what we're striving for. So
Yeah, make that last because we've worked out of our basements for the first couple
Yeah.
of years, and then apartments as we were jumping around. But
Yeah.
definitely
you-
know the feeling.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
it's fun to just build something out of wherever you're staying. I mean, I still live with my mom right now. We're working on the basement. With the last couple of days been snow days. It's been tough to get anywhere. Like I barely was able to get to the office the last couple of days, so I've been just working at home. It's kind of, but it makes you just want to grind a little bit more.
Yeah.
At least for
What's
me,
funny
it's-
too is like this brand has been in so many different spots too. Like it started in my mom's basement, was in my dad's for a little bit, then it went to St. John Fisher, and then it was at Benny's for a little bit, and now it's out in downtown Buffalo. So it's dope to see it evolve and kind of where it's been.
Yeah,
So-
for sure. So I know you were talking about content before. What forms of content right now are you like focusing on pushing, or like what are you thinking of in the future going to doing? Because I know you've been doing the vlogs.
Yep.
Instagram's pretty popping right now.
Yeah, our biggest thing is JDH TV, what we have going right now. Nikki, you want to touch on that?
Yeah, we started JDH TV. I want to say like really started hitting it hard, probably in like towards the end of August, I would say. Just kind of playing around with it, seeing if people like were into it, and it took like it still takes a lot. Like we still don't even get many views. Like we barely have subs, but I mean, having that shows us like who our loyal followers and fans are, and like we actually got to meet up with some fans while we were in Binghamton, New York over the weekend, which was honestly a pretty cool feeling to see like a bunch of hockey players who are like into what we're doing and like and are part of our our vision and really appreciate the brand.
Yeah, that stuff's pretty surreal. Meeting like the kids' parents and stuff. It's just like they know who we are. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's cool.
That's so crazy to me.
That's cool. Yeah, keep the
is
vlogs going. They'll really just like get to know you, just like your personalities.
Yeah,
going throughout
I
the
mean,
day.
that's how
the
we
big thing with it.
Yeah.
That's how we found, at least I found you, was I think either we subscribed to you first, or you might have subscribed to us, but I started just seeing your videos pop up on like my recommendeds. And I was like, I've heard these guys before, because of Trainwreck Sports, I know Shoop over there. So
were you on that, or did you go on their podcast?
They're such
or-
good guys.
Yeah, great
Shout out
guys.
to
Yeah, we're
Trainwreck.
gonna hit
huge-
Studio
yeah,
D at some point.
Dude, they're
yeah.
hilarious.
He wants
They're
us
the
back.
best.
We're
It's good
gonna
stuff.
be
It's
doing
good
some
stuff.
big stuff with them too coming up at Hardware on Allen. We've got some stuff in the works. Nothing perfectly finalized yet, but
Some
there's
stuff's
gonna be
coming.
some fun
Cool,
going on
cool.
there.
Yeah, a
But
lot of Sabre stuff going on.
We'll
too,
be there.
so.
Absolutely.
So we'll definitely be trying to loop you guys in for that 100%.
For
Sweet.
sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, I was saying, like, I saw you guys on YouTube. I liked what you were doing. And I saw what really stood out to me was the sit down you had with Tyler over with Gary Vee.
Oh yeah, that was.
And I was just listening to that because I love Gary Vee. I've been following him for years, just giving us some tips for the business, some personal tips. But yeah, I saw that, and I just realized, like, you guys are doing great stuff, but your content-wise, like, I want to see maybe if they wanted to reach out, we could connect with them, see if we could collab on a couple videos, because, I mean, we're videographers and photographers in the area.
Yeah.
Same kind of, like, lifestyle, just hustling, grinding. So I thought that we would get together and see what we could do. That's kind of why
Absolutely.
we're here, really. But
Makes
yeah, I mean,
perfect sense.
I think vlog-wise,
sure.
I think we're just starting up the vlog too. I mean, we used to have our one videographer editing it, and we started taking over that more of a role just because it's about us. I mean, the vlog's about us, so we'd rather just sit down, edit ourselves, and be able to get the best content for what we think. So I'd love to just like.
It's
come
cool
by
to
and-
look back on that stuff too. Like we've been doing it where you go through the
Yeah.
whole week and then you're like, you just summed up like your whole week in like a 15-minute clip or whatever, and then you
Yeah.
can look back on that and then just share with
It's
people
like you're
who.
reliving it.
It's pretty
fun.
cool
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. Like that was only a week. It's like felt like a month of just like
Yeah.
grinding every single day.
Yeah, that was
so.
like our weekend in Binghamton. That felt like we were there.
Yeah, when you document it
Yeah.
all, it's like
Yeah.
it really makes
Yeah,
you.
and then you have to
Makes it
actually when you
memorable.
go through
Yeah.
and edit it. You're editing your life like what you did last week. It's kind of weird, but it's
It is.
fun.
Yeah.
Well, the thing
Yeah,
is
it's a
too
lot of
about
fun.
them is like, you know, you get all this content, right? And you have like, if the more content you have, I feel like the more, you know, time, like you know, for example, like if we couldn't meet up for a week or two, you know, due to snow or just something, you know, we have that vault of content that we could pull from.
Yeah.
If we wanted to, whether if that's a 30-second clip on Instagram or, you know,
Yeah.
a 5-minute vlog on YouTube, or, you know, Benny on Snapchat or something, just, you know, whatever.
Hey, you don't want to be
whatever
searching
comes
for it. You want to have
Right.
it just to
Yeah.
pull out at any
You
time.
want to be filtering it. You don't want to be making shit work. You want
right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah, I mean, the same thing with us is we're constantly making videos and you know shooting houses. So we got content. We have almost too much content to put out there. So we kind of pick and choose every couple of days what we're gonna like the best of the best stuff out there to get that in the eyes of the viewers. But
So I've been
Yeah.
meaning to ask you guys, how did you get into doing the real estate stuff? Like that seems so random to me. But like, that's such a
I
good
know.
idea.
I mean, that's the thing is a lot of people in the real estate industry are not that young.
Yeah.
So it's not like something that draws a lot of young kids to get into because it's looked upon, especially in the eye of somebody who doesn't know real estate that much, is looked upon like a more basically an older crowd. So, I mean, how we got started was actually Russell back there. He showed me what a 360 camera was. It was about 2.5 years ago, maybe, and I thought it was pretty fascinating. I ended up buying one, and just really the first thing I thought about when I saw it was real estate. This could be perfect for showing off real estate. So
yeah, just walk in the front door.
exactly. And I've always loved real estate. That's kind of how we got into it. Was because we both always loved real estate. We both loved working together because we did a landscaping service for a few years before we even started this. So, and I went to school to be an architect. So I love homes. I love showing it off and everything like that.
Sweet.
And
It kind of came together too when we were doing landscaping. It was like when I came home because I went to school in Pittsburgh. I came home. Yeah, Tom, come over because you're out of the frame a little bit. Yeah, you're good. So I came home from school in Pittsburgh. I transferred back home, and we were doing landscaping for like a year and a half, 2 years, just getting jobs, family, friends, and just we're like, we're gonna keep this going. Like we're gonna go in the winter. We're gonna get a truck, a plow. We're gonna make this full time.
Yep.
And then he brought that camera up. He's like, how can we make money with this? How can we do something in real estate? And then from there he reached out to a real estate agent who loved like the new technology, but he's like, I need another. I need photos too. So he's like, hey, you want to, try this out and do photography? I'm like, yeah, why not? So from there, we just like,
we're basically self-taught.
yeah, pretty much in everything.
Yeah.
We
So-
just loved showing. We just knew that there was more technology out there that people were using for real estate, especially, and we just attacked it basically.
Fuck yeah. Found a passion and you ran
Yeah,
with it.
yeah. I mean, we
We
love
can-
it.
we can relate to that.
Spirit
Yeah,
too,
man.
yeah.
I mean, I was telling Nick on the phone last time we talked there's like two things I've loved in my life. It's like real estate and homes, and then hockey. So it was like one of those two things I wanted to get into, related at least for my life. But luckily, I got into real estate. So
And it's cool too. Like you
Yeah.
guys were doing like this whole entrepreneurship thing before it was actually cool.
well, yeah,
Like
I
I
know,
mean,
now it's
like
like-
because
Yeah.
everybody like wants to do it, and it's like, dude, like some
Everybody
people are
wants
cut
it.
out for it, and some
Yeah, they
aren't.
want to
Like,
do it
it's-
for the clout though. They don't want to
It's
do
so
it.
Yeah.
true.
Like, it's-
yeah. I mean,
You see it a lot of the times where they're like, they really want it. Like the next thing, it's like, dude, there's so many times when we've been up just like shooting ideas to each other. Like when we've been so frustrated about just working every
Yeah.
single day, just
Yeah.
like a
No.
dog. I mean,
People-
even now it's just
Yeah.
still into it. But
yeah, people rip on like people who work 9 to 5 or whatever. I don't want to be a 9 to 5 employee, but they don't realize when you own your own business, you're working 9 to 9 or like
it just never ends.
18-hour
Or on
days
call.
sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. You feel like even if you don't like you're on call,
You don't
just
work.
always
Yeah.
want to be.
Just because you work for yourself doesn't mean you get to work 2 hours of the day.
Yeah,
And
it's-
you got to work more because you don't have that security. You got to pay yourself basically. You got to make your own job, and that's the
Exactly.
toughest part because it's never enough.
And you're trying to create jobs for other people if you're trying to grow.
Exactly.
Or,
Right.
Scaling
build
it. Scaling it's tough.
Scaling it when you guys
It's
want
tough.
to,
It is
get even
tough.
bigger, you have to get an office
It's a whole
space and
different
employees.
mindset.
Like it's a
Exactly.
lot. You got to put your mind to it. So
Yeah.
I always have a quote that stuck out to me. I think Blake Griffin got told this by one of his high school coaches. He said something like, you got to fall in love with the process of becoming great. Like, it's not going to happen overnight, but you got to love that grind, that process. And I think as like athletes and, you know, college students and, you know, working for yourself, that's not a new mindset to like us in this room, but some people just like, they'll never understand it, or they don't grasp the idea fully of what it takes. And like, there's a lot of good ideas that just fall by the wayside because people don't love the work of it.
No, they don't execute on it. You know, they don't even begin to make the process.
They just like, they say, I got this idea and I want the result tomorrow. Like, that's not how anything great works.
This doesn't
I mean,
really work
we always
to us.
we always preach, you know, consistency. And we always talk about it at our, you know, when we sit down as a team, is just waking up every day, consistently posting, being, you know, getting better, but consistently being there, you know, making sure you're doing the right things each and every day. Because, I mean, it's pretty easy, especially if you got something going that you built the last couple of years. It'd be easy for us to take a week off and just chill, you know, or take a couple days off just because we're feeling lazy and just, you know, but
it's the easy way out.
That's the easy way out,
That's
just
not
because,
the right way.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much in all of our faces too. Like, if you look, like, watch cable TV, what do you see? Samuel L. Jackson, Capital One, McDonald's. Like, shove it down people's faces, be there. It's pretty common sense. Like, but it takes work. No matter if you're a $1 billion corporation or you're 5 kids from Buffalo, 6 kids from Buffalo sitting in a room.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you know, doesn't matter the niche. It takes the same things. You just got to apply it.
So where do you guys want to take this company in the next, I know you said 3-4 years you want to be in a store selling stuff. Where do you guys want to be in a couple of years here?
Buffalo will always be home no matter where this business takes us. But I mean, our 10-year plan is to you know, be the #1 national streetwear brand for hockey players. You know, we never want to get too big-headed or think we're bigger than we are. We always want to stay humble and
aim high,
really. And the biggest thing that we want to set for our goals for ourselves is connecting with our fan base more, just engaging with our customers a bit more, and just scaling that up and taking it to the next level, and you know, reaching out to more people across the country, not just in Buffalo, and kind of growing it from there. So that's really the biggest thing I'd say.
That's another thing we kind of touched on with the vlogs too. And looking back now, when we first brought Nick into the fold, like that was something I think I personally myself I overlooked, was like, yeah, it's vlogs and it's content, but what it really does for your core following and like the loyal fans. And Nick knew that the whole time. Sometimes he just doesn't convey things that good.
That was Nick's biggest thing he did.
Like, too, he's just like, this is
you'll
see.
We all changed our username, our @ handles too, like to reflect based on the brand, like 716 Nick, Benny Han Edition, and I'm Mr. Dishin. So like we all did it.
We did the same. Russ, I know Russ did. We all did the same thing. Like,
yeah, it's dope.
It was like,
what are you, Tony T360V?
I'm Tony. I think it's Tony T360.
I'm J Money 360V. Yeah. Ross is Adam Russell TSV.
Yeah, so I mean, we're trying to just get we're trying to just, at least for us, we're trying to just build a team, and I know you guys are doing the same thing. So
yeah,
I love it.
And build a fan base. That's cool. Like,
yeah,
I don't know,
fan base is cool.
Like, I can be in anything. I feel like just if you have a brand, just have people. The more exposure you're getting, and the more like you interact with, you know, clients or fans, it's the better, because then they feel like they actually know you. I just think I've always thought that was cool about like the vlog idea and the videos.
Yeah.
For sure.
I couldn't agree more with that, actually.
you know?
You know, like those kids too, like you guys said, you saw the video of us in Binghamton when we met them. We met the one kid, he was working, he's like, we got a game tonight, and we're just whatever, like they wanted us to come to the game basically. So we're like, let's go.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And we show up there, and just like we gave them the flag, and they're just like losing, and like
that's amazing.
Reflecting on something like that, it's like, this was just a dumb idea during a game of pig, and it's like
and now it's it's getting,
and you got
cool.
kids that are where we used to be when we thought of it, and they're like they're the coolest at the lunch table the next day. Like, not to get big headed about it, but it's crazy.
It's
not like haha I knew it. It's just like, That's sick.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
Nate Hartman from Illusion Hockey.
Yeah.
When we had a pop-up shop at the Galleria Mall back in, was it November? Like the day after, so it was the Saturday, so it was the day after Black Friday.
Yeah.
And Nathan Hartman is his name. He goes by Illusion Hockey. He's like pretty big on Instagram. He hung out with us literally the whole time at the pop-up.
Hitched
that
a
was
ride
so
from
cool.
his grandma. Like,
Yeah.
took me to the
Yo, his
mall.
grandma stayed at
Huge
the mall.
beauty.
She did
Just-
probably like 12 laps at the mall just so he could
When
hang
he
out
just
with
hung
us.
out with you guys the
Yeah,
whole
he
time?
just hung out
Yeah.
for the day. Yeah, it was so cool.
He like
That's
made like a
sweet.
little video too on his phone. Like it was really cool, and like we were just like got to know him quite a bit, and like, you know, he was very. It seemed like I don't want to get like big headed like Ben was saying, but like he like it seemed like he seemed inspired like of what we were doing, and like you know that motivates us like that.
Yeah.
You know, makes us want to get up every day and you know get better at get better at content, get better at designs, get better, you know, just as an all around brand.
Absolutely. Have you guys done any like sponsored events, like golf tournaments or anything? I feel like that'd be really cool.
Yeah,
to get a lot of
we're
people in there.
getting
Be
into
sick.
that a lot more. We're gonna do a ton more of that stuff in 2019. We're in early discussions with it's like a charity game at the Harbor Center. I forget the guy's first name. McBride's his last name though, and it's like a memorial game that a lot. I think Justin Bailey played in it last year, so we're gonna be hopefully doing stuff with that. I'm talking with the guy who runs it right now. We sponsor the Western New York Roller Hockey League too, which we
Scott
started
MP
last-
Skate too, Benny.
Huh?
Scott MP Skate too in Brockport.
Scott MP Skate in Brockport
Memorial
for sure.
skate.
The Memorial Skate.
Yeah, because that gets a lot of attention.
A lot of
putting your-
skates.
skates,
A lot of
yeah.
skates.
You're just putting your logo on. That's how I brought up the
Yeah.
Performex.
Yeah.
Canal Sale, like tournaments like that. You know,
Yeah,
little pond
we
hockey
did. We
festivals.
sponsored that like 2 years ago, just like as a sponsor, and we did like just a drone video and just some close-up angles of them and what they're doing over there. They loved it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
they printed out a banner for us, and
That's
they just
sick.
threw it right up, like right under the bridge, right where people were playing, so they saw the logo.
We do a lot of work with Western New York Roller Hockey too. They're a really good organization. They do
Yeah.
roller and ice hockey. So we do a couple pop-ups at the Northtown Center in Amherst, and we have a banner hanging up there.
Nice,
so
nice.
yeah,
Got
it's
a
pretty
banner at Folletti Ice Arena in Batavia too.
Yep.
The old
That's our
stomping
backyard.
grounds
Yeah. So.
where we learned the game out there in that
Yep.
barn.
Mm-hmm.
Out in Batavia.
Yeah,
You from there too?
Yeah.
I'm from Albion 2 originally, and then I moved to Brockport when I was going into 5th grade, and that's where I just kind of stayed up until now.
Gotcha.
No rinks in Albion.
No rinks in Albion.
Just Batavia. Yeah.
The closest rink was when my dad would do it in our side yard with the old pond.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a pond in my backyard, so I've been shoveling that off since I was like, my dad at least since I was
All
little.
right, so
just
now that
loving
we've
it back
met, I
there.
expect an invite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
now we
pretty
gotta get
nice
some-
actually.
You gotta get that going.
I haven't shoveled it off this year yet, but just been too busy. But yeah, I mean, Russ and I used to shovel it off. We used to make like homemade Zambonis, and I think
Yeah.
I flooded my basement one time. Just
Yeah.
bust
Right up there.
that's what my mom gets pissed at me now. But yeah, dude. I mean, we used to buy
He
PV.
didn't get in trouble for it. He just got to
No.
laugh.
That was hilarious. But my mom didn't like it that much. So,
No, yeah.
but yeah, we used to cut PVC pipes and drill
Oh, yeah.
holes in it.
Yeah.
Get a towel. It was a whole production, but it was the
Yeah.
coolest thing. I mean,
I actually know for a fact my dad still has the one that you hook up to the garden hose.
yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still has that up in the rafters of the garage somewhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Bust-
funny.
Bust that out.
Maybe we should do a tourney tourney then.
Oh,
Just
that'd be a
Dishin
blast.
TSV sponsored. You know,
We should
That'd be
sponsor
incredible.
them,
a
Yeah.
bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can make it happen.
Get a couple kegs for the boys.
Oh yeah.
Good time. What's your beer?
Stamp 'em.
What's your beer of choice?
I mean,
I don't know. Labatt
In the
just
words-
followed us on Twitter,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Okay.
You're talking
Shout
about
out
Labatt earlier.
Yeah, shout out Labatt.
in the words of
Sponsored.
me during the TV interview down in Binghamton, beer is my choice. But like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
just
that's a
anything
good one.
beer. you know?
I'm definitely a big Labatt light guy. Labatt
Yeah.
Blue Light.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than water if you ask me. But
I like Labatt at the
they're
Sabres
just
games.
I like the local
Batter
aspect
Molson.
of it too.
I like a good Molson during a Sabres game though. Something
yeah.
about
Yeah.
it.
They're
Molsons
big-
are good.
I was a big Molson
pushes
guy.
the
Yeah.
They taste
shit
cold-
out of
they're
hockey
colder.
too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
Oh
respect
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
They
I
love
just
it.
always think of that. Like whenever I taste Molson, I'm like, I'm
Those
watching
bottles they
Sabres.
had with
Yeah.
the teams on them, the
Yeah.
original
Yeah.
six.
Yeah,
So
those
good.
are good. Those are good.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Still waiting for a Sabres one. I'm sure you guys are too. But
Oh yeah. Well, I think they just do original six, which sucks.
probably,
But
yeah, they
Yeah.
should.
they gotta open up. Gotta open up.
Russ, we got any beers in the back?
Yeah,
We got
Russell
any
with
beers
the
in the
beers.
back?
Any beers in the back?
Nothing back there.
Might have to get some
We gotta
beers later.
restock. So where can we find all the apparel? I know you have through Instagram, and then your website's on there.
Yeah, do you push mainly everything? Like if anybody, even like a friend, I mean not like like somebody DMs you on Instagram, are they gonna be able to buy something right through you there, or that you just direct everybody right through the website?
I mean, it depends who you are. Like if you're local and whatever, some of our close friends will do it that way, but a lot of the time, like especially now with the ambassador program, it's better to get direct people to the site and set them up sometimes, like maybe with a code, like an ambassador code we give out to kids that apply or people that apply.
So yeah, what is that?
The ambassador
program.
So basically, you get a code, you apply through our website, and you can get a code where you can get 10% off your order, and then you can have your friends or your followers use your code to type in at checkout on the website, and then that gets obviously your buddies a discount on our stuff, as well as it adds up to rewards for the ambassadors to upgrade.
Yeah, so we have 3 levels of the ambassador program. Level 1, if you make 4 sales, you get 2 pieces of merch for free. Level 2 is 2 tickets to a Sabres game, and if you're from out of Buffalo, we hook you up with your favorite hometown team. And then level 3, yeah, it's pretty dope. But level 3 is if you get, I think it's like 10 sales, we give people like 20% commission based on every other sale after that. So we have a lot of people that hustle for us and that are just devoted to the brand, like Illusion Hockey. People that just love to come and hang out with us for the day. So we really love to see that, and that's one thing that we want to improve on for sure.
That's another thing too. It loops back to like Nick's big push on like the vlogs and stuff and being relevant and like letting people have that true insight to your personal lives rather than just through the lens of that brand. Is it just makes them feel like they're a part of it even more.
Exactly.
When they
It's
do
like
something.
stuff that Nelk does and all these other people.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nelk is a huge influence.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could tell. I mean,
Nicky's
I
a big
love
Nelk guy.
I love
Nelk.
Nelk.
That's hilarious.
Kyle is probably like the funniest guy. He reminds me of a kid I used to play with in junior hockey.
They're great.
So,
Yeah,
Pegasus.
that's funny.
Pegasus, yep.
All right, boys. Well, I appreciate you coming on here. It means a
thanks
lot.
for having us.
Yeah.
So they can buy anything on your website.
Yeah, we're
Just
at
Dishin?
Just Dishin, Instagram, Facebook,
Okay.
Snapchat,
Yeah, we'll put
Twitter.
some links
we're on
in the
LinkedIn.
description.
Website's justdishinhockey.com or justdishin.com, either one. So
Sweet.
All right, boys. Thanks for
Appreciate
having
it,
us.
man.
appreciate it, guys.
Nice to meet you, boys.
Thanks for having us on, man. This was
Yeah.
awesome. We'll definitely do it again.
For sure.
Absolutely.
About like 2 years when we're all bigger.
We're gonna keep bugging you about that pond hockey tournament. Too.
Yeah.
We're always looking for
Don't
ODs.
say
dude,
in 2
I'm
years
trying.
either. I like you guys too much. We gotta hang
Well,
out.
no,
now.
we'll hang out more, but
Yeah.
maybe we'll record it every couple years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe every time.
Maybe
Who
every
knows?
time because there's gonna
Stay
be some
tuned.
content.